Talking about new coaches,
Exactly.
let's go to Denver.
Yep.
Denver got Vic Fangio as a head coach, defensive coordinator for the Bears last year. Made the Bears, a top 5 defense.
Exactly.
They were phenomenal.
They were great
Khalil
defense.
Mack.
Yeah, Khalil Mack does help that
Right.
that situation.
But we have Denver has Khalil Mack.
Yeah, they have Von Miller. The defensive pieces are there for Vic Fangio to use. I mean, they're all over the place on that defense. So it's just a matter of how well that. It's not going to be of how well it's going to be. It's going to be 5 or 1 in my mind of top defenses. I fully expect the Denver defense just to be something to be feared.
Well, I'm excited for a year 2 Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
Because what it's reminded me of, and I know it's only been a few years off, but it's reminded me of when DeMarcus Ware,
yeah,
young Von Miller,
exactly,
and now it's flip flop.
Yeah.
And man, Bradley Chubb had an amazing season.
He did.
Almost broke the rookie record.
Yeah.
And and I know that they're double team Vaughn. Nothing had to double team Bradley Chubb to figure out what to do with Vaughn. And I know Vic Fangio said that he thinks Von Miller can be better than he already is.
Right.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah, it is for anybody for any other team. It's just like, how can Von Miller be any better? Because he's already disrupting every single play that he's all the time. So that's scary.
Yeah, and so I'm really excited to see what happens. Kind of something we talked about before we started filming today was I'm not as optimistic going into this season as I was, 2 years ago or even last year. Last year I thought, okay, maybe Case Keenum.
Yeah.
He had a good year,
yeah, exactly.
But it just what a bust. And I do believe that the coaching had a lot to do with it. I put a lot of blame on Case. I don't think that Vance had the ability to get everybody on the same page.
Exactly. He wasn't that compelling person to get behind and to get everybody excited about what they were doing.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
Yeah, where Vic is just like it's like an old mafia boss.
Yeah, exactly. Don't mess with Vic, man.
No crap. Just hey, and he does the. If you're a Broncos fan, you've heard this, but if not, he's the never give an inch, and that's something that I love. I think these young guys really need that.
Yeah. So what is the piece that you think that the Broncos need to be in that wild card race?
Now it's a pipe dream at this point.
Right.
But I would love for this to happen.
This is pre-free agency, so everything's a dream.
Let's trade Case Keenum to Baltimore to back up Lamar Jackson.
Sure.
Oh, I guess they're releasing Joe Flacco, so Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
That's what it is. Joe Flacco to the Broncos.
Yeah.
I think if we let Case go, it wouldn't hurt our cap room too much. We have $43 million.
Sure.
So we've got some money to spend.
Sure.
We've paid really everybody who should be. Emmanuel Sanders is coming up, but I think we're going to be trading him off to get a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
And so. Quarterback. I think if we were to get someone like Joe Flacco, who knows how to protect the ball, who's been in the big games, who I really think that he could get us there.
Yeah. He
would definitely keep us in the race.
Yep. And it would look like a Baltimore team from, the early 2000s. Great defense, and then have Joe Flacco running the play action, managing the game, and that won a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl doing that. So
and he absolutely has the ability for the play action with Philip Lindsay.
Yeah, exactly.
Philip Lindsay's going to come back and just be hungrier than he was last year. And I think that Royce Freeman is a great secondary back, and he's going to be great on third downs. And so it's our quarterback situation. Our wide receivers, we could use a wide receiver.
Sure.
Another wide receiver.
Sure.
I think Cortland Sutton's going to be fine. Emmanuel Sanders could come back. I would be okay with that.
Right.
But if the possibility of someone like Antonio Brown wanted to come to Denver, which I know at first was one of the possibilities.
Sure.
That'd be cool. But I think that Antonio Brown is going to go somewhere where there's a quarterback he knows he can win with.
Yeah.
I think that Jimmy Garoppolo is really that quarterback. We didn't get to see it. It was so that was my dude last year.
Yeah. He made a dumb mistake in trying to get a couple extra yards and cost himself a season.
And I really hope it doesn't cost him his ability.
Yeah.
I hope he just comes back and shakes it off. And I think he will. I think he had his comeuppance with the greatest coach in the NFL, with the greatest quarterback backing him up.
Yeah.
And so I think, but anyways, we're not talking about the NFC West. Talking about the AFC West and the Broncos. I do think that our defense is going to be just fine. I would like to see Bradley Roby go.
Okay.
I don't know if he had the ability to take that Akeem Talib position.
Sure.
Akeem Talib said, you need those dogs on the team.
Yeah, exactly.
And someone like Akeem Talib is important. I know that he used to get those fouls when it wasn't necessary, but he also has the most interceptions or a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's an animal. It hurt to see him go, but I thought Bradley Roby was going to be able to step up. But he's a good depth guy.
Right. So would you like to see that addressed in the draft or by a free agent?
I wouldn't mind free agency.
Yeah.
Those guys I talked about earlier.
Yeah.
I think could come in and really make an impact.
Sure.
We still have Chris Harris.
Right. Exactly.
Who's top 5 cornerback in the league.
Yeah.
Arguably. Maybe top 10. I'd have to think about that.
Yeah.
let us know what you think in the comments about Chris Harris is.
Yeah.
But I know Chris Harris. I see Chris Harris every week.
Exactly.
He's shut down. It hurt us to lose him. But again, we're not worried about the defense. We need offense. We need linemen. We're losing Matt Paradis.
Sure.
I know there's not a whole lot, so we'll probably address that in the draft.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to do it at 10.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure we're going to. I don't want to say I'm pretty sure, but I think from reports it looks like we're going to trade up to try to get Drew Lock.
Okay.
Which would be okay with me.
Yeah.
Let him do what Patrick Mahomes did, play behind Case Keenum for a year.
Yeah.
Come back, come out and do his thing.
Learn an offense and then execute it the next year.
Right. Because I think if this coaching staff works out, which I really think it will, I think it's going to stick around for a while.
Exactly.
John always said he wants a 10-year coaching staff.
Yep.
That would be great because consistency is so important.
So important. I mean, you see the turnover in a whole lot of teams and other teams, and they're constantly going in that 6-10, 8-8 kind of range, and so it's just disappointing when you have that much turnover. So yeah, I think Vic Fangio is the real deal as far as the coach goes. I think he'll be a great head coach.
30 years in the league is impressive. Never been a head coach, but I think he's been around to know enough to be a head coach.
Exactly.
So.
When you're a defensive coordinator for that long, it probably won't matter too much that he hasn't been head coach yet.
Right. And so we'll be breaking down the Broncos a lot this offseason, of course. There's some big notable free agents. I think Shane Ray, he's definitely on his way. I don't know. I think if we're gonna franchise tag anybody, Domata Peko would be a good franchise tag.
Sure.
I just think him. Derek Wolfe, Von Miller, Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, that's a good front.
Wow.
Yeah.
that's some good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And so with Vic Fangio being a linebacker coach, we still got Brandon Marshall. Maybe get another linebacker in the draft.
Sure.
I know some of the mock drafts are saying we're going to get some linebackers, so that might be good. But yeah, franchise tag Domata Peko. We're losing Shaq Barrett. We're going to lose Shane Ray. Shane Ray, I'm okay with him. He was fourth on our depth, and I do think that a good spot for him, let's backtrack, would be Kansas City.
Yeah, I mean I think we could use a little bit of pass rush help. I would rather see us address the linebacker spot. I think we really suffered there, and I think that in a lot of ways affected both the run game and the pass game.
Right.
So. But pass rush depth is great for us. I mean, we don't have a lot, so I would welcome it as a Chiefs fan.
Well, and that's what Shane Ray is he's a good depth player. Yeah. He'd be good behind D Ford.
Yeah.
Justin Houston, allow them to do what they're going to do.
Exactly.
How long is Justin Houston going to be around, you think?
Not long.
How much longer?
Not much longer. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He's still good. He's great in the run game.
Good veteran to have.
Yeah, he's a great veteran. I mean, he knows how to read offenses. He knows how to play linemen. Can definitely teach the younger pass rushers a thing or two about how to do that stuff, but his cap number is too big. too big to stick around.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's okay.
Yeah,
it's part of football. We're seeing a lot of the guys we grew up with on their way out, which is fine.
Yep.
So yeah, Denver Broncos. Something I'd like to see is get that O-line, help that run game get better. I can see Philip Lindsay doing some crazy good stuff. Nope, I'm not going to get into NFC. But Saquon Barkley.
Yep, great.
I mean, phenomenal.
Yep.
Just, I would love to compare, and kind of talk about what they're going to do next season. Because I think you get a quarterback in there that's not Eli Manning. You have some really good pieces.
Yeah.
That's for another day.
Yep.
So Denver Broncos, let's just get that offense figured out. Let's shoot for wild card. And I would love another Super Bowl. So I'm be greedy. Only 3 years out. So
realistic is good. Realistic is good.
Right. I'd like to get a Super Bowl in there.